Hello everyone and welcome to teamfortress.tv's live coverage of ESEA Season 16 TF2 Invite. We have the last week of the season here for you. I am Bloodsire. Over on cameraman we have Dash, and joining me tonight as my co-caster is Marxist. What's going on, buddy?
Not a whole lot. Trying not to die in the heat, Bloodsire.
Yeah, you mentioned it was a little warm over there. Hopefully, things cool down a little bit, but we are on a little bit of a hot map, a burner, if you will, the ever-chaotic Viaduct Mixup, classic Mixup. Well, didn't even plan it that way, but I'm happy it happened. Mixup classically strong on this map. They are the second seed heading into LAN. They will be playing the fourth seed, Street Hoops, and it should be a good one. Anything you want to add in about these two teams right off the bat?
Well, not in particular. I know we've been saying this is Mixup map for probably 2 or more years. I think every Viaduct cast with Mixup in it has to have that in the front as a disclaimer. And I believe they even beat Froyo on this map in the Zowie tournament, if I'm not incorrect. So should be a pretty strong showing from them. I think the other thing to look out for in this one would be sniping from the Street Hoops folks, because Paragon was kind of renowned for that in his more Highlander-ish days.
Yeah, Paragon's a good sniper. So we'll have to look out for that. Of course, when we're on Viaduct, there's always that question: is Sniper going to be viable? Is it not going to be viable? You never know. It's hard to say. So we'll have to look out, see if Mixup allows the other team to concede or to get ground where they can run the Sniper. But if you don't know, and you should know, Viaduct is a single point on the middle of the map. It is king of the hill. So once a team caps that point, the time will count down from 3 minutes, and whichever clock gets to 0 first, they win the round. You guys should know that. If you're just joining us and you don't know that, shame on you, but now you know. But let's start running through the rosters, because I do see that we have 11 in the server. So you want to go ahead and run down Street Hoops?
Sure, we got the Red Orchestra Highlander brothers in Deadbolt and Paragon, who are twin brothers as well. Gonna go to LAN for the first time in their first season of Invite. And then you've got Ash on Roamer, pretty dynamic. Roamer flies under the radar a lot of time. Grape playing Pocket, who's rather solid Pocket. Kozen coming in hot on Medic. Probably going to see a lot of the crossbows out of Kozen. And the famous Duana on Demo.
Cool. And then over on the Mixup side, of course, we're going to have Enigma and Sky High. They will be your scouts. Enigma, a little bit more of the aggressive scout. Squitter hangs back just a little bit more, but kind of hard to tell these days. They both like to get in your face. Over on the soldier position, the Pocket. Of course, you have Platinum, the Pocket, the Soldier Man's Pocket. Roaming will be Dave AC, who is just a headache for every team he plays against. On the Demo Man is Harblue, who made a change over to the class this season. He's had some mixed results on Demo Man. Some people might credit Mixup struggles to his performance, but he's certainly been putting up that damage and doing a good job with that. We're going to have to take a look at his Ubers tonight and see how that goes. Harblue making the change, doing mixed results, doing all right. And over on Medic, of course, we have the new member to the team. That is Ninja Nick, who's actually been doing a pretty solid job. Mixup the LAN champions. They did have to change up a few positions at the beginning of the season, and for the most part, it's worked out for them. They've had some ups and downs, as most teams do. It hasn't been as one-sided as last season, but they are looking strong here. And as we predicted earlier on, we do think this map's going to go towards them. Maybe we should get some predictions then, Marxist.
I'm gonna go heavy in Mixup's favor and go like 4-2, I think.
That sounds pretty good. Can I go 5? Can I just say 5? Because I kind of want to give Mixup 5 rounds, even though they can only go to 4. Can you do that?
Might need it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I think I'm going to go 4-1 in favor of Mixup. Not going to count out Street Hoops too bad. I don't think it's going to be a roll. Like you said, Paragon maybe on Sniper might go huge. Maybe his twin brother on Scout might go huge too. First of all, the first twin brother combo I think we've ever had in TF2, certainly in Invite. But that's besides the point. I think they're going to get 1, but Mixup's just going to be too strong in the end. If you do see, we have 11 in the server. We're ready. I'm ready to go. Are you ready to go?
Yeah, I'm pretty ready. You were talking about Harblue earlier. I think his a lot of his struggles come from how aggressively he wants to play at demo, and I think, sometimes his team seems to be lagging behind him. Like, Harblue in his mind sees this opening and he's taking it, and nobody else is really there with him. And I think on Viaduct that may actually play into Mixup's game plan, because this map is, let's just say if you play demo, it's probably one of your favorites.
Yeah, it's a really good point. The mid fights and the skirmishes sort of devolve into a big damage fest as it is, and if you lead behind your demo man as a team, that could work out in your favor a lot. We have seen in the past how Mixup, being such a strong DM team that they are, they've succeeded that way. Of course, Platinum had a similar playstyle where he did tons of damage and the team sort of played around him. So I imagine on Viaduct, like you said, leading behind or following behind Harblue in that sense is going to work out for them. And of course, they are the favorites. They are much stronger than Street Hoops, though both teams, as we mentioned, are going to land. The land teams are set. Mixup are the 2nd seed. Street Hoops will be there as the 4th seed. So yeah.
It should be good. I always enjoy Viaduct matches. Just, if it were up to me, state secret, we would play a lot more Koth maps that were a lot more like Viaduct.
Well, this is the 2nd time, right? At the beginning, we opened the season with Viaduct, I believe.
Yeah, I don't know. I personally just really, really like Viaduct, because you have to play really together as a team. You don't have to stand in a big ball together, but everybody kind of needs to know what everyone else is doing, or you're gonna have a disaster.
I love the map, Trade Secret. I kind of don't like casting the map because it's so chaotic. I'm already dreading. I'm sweating here, worrying about how am I going to capture all the action? How am I going to keep on top of things? Because anything can happen at any moment. Like we said, there's that singular point. As we do see, classes are being set up. We are going to go live soon, but there's just so much action happening on the middle point. It's hard to keep track of everything, but I will do my best, Marxist, and I'm sure you're going to pick me up, put me on your back, and lead us to victory over here.
I'll try my best.
Yep, so the green text we do see, match is going live. I'm going to put my eye on Duwatna, the red demo man, see which way he goes out to middle. He already sees Harblue sitting up on that rock, so he's just going to chill back and get some sticky spammed over the rock side. Pretty staggered fight. Here come the red bombs, actually, from the soldiers. Enigma's going to take down Ash. Great is going to take down Platinum. We do have frags being spread for both teams. 2 down for either team now. The health looking just about even for either team, and we have Ninja Nick right now away from his teammates. He had to back it up, and the blue health is not looking good. Red team are all over that point, and they are sitting on it just about cap. Yep, they finally do cap it. Ninja Nick did stay alive. And there actually is Enigma coming in. Is Enigma going to be a hero right now for the blue team? Does take down the blue demo man. We have a hurt red medic. Enigma still going in with 18 HP. Deadbolt's finally going to put an end to his nonsense. But wow, red team capped the point. Enigma kind of going huge there.
Yeah, that may come back to bite them here as they come in for their Uber push without Uber quite yet. It would be really good if for Street Hoops to just get into them. They don't have Enigma right now. You can kind of push Mixup around when there's only 5 of them. But yeah, and that's what they're doing. They're saying, this is our point. You're going to have to give up your Uber to get in on it. And, oh, Ninja Nick getting caught up, getting spammed a little bit. They are leading with Harblue, so here we go. Harblue, Uber, both Ubers exchanged. Platinum already down. Deadbolt's going to go down as well. I don't think this is going to turn into a mix-up point unless some disaster occurs.
Yeah, like you said, the fight was not even at the beginning of that Uber battle, the Uber standoff. Mixup had to back up just a little bit because they weren't at full strength. The Ubers are gone now. Here comes Platinum bombing in with 96 HP. Is going to take down the red demo man, excuse me. Enigma's going to take down Paragon, and now Enigma's going in deep again. Ash is going to clean him up, but blue are all over that point. 3 dead for the red team. They only have 3 up. Kozin did manage to stay alive, but he is about 20% back on that Uber advantage. We can see if we take a look at the clock, red team were able to tick it down to 144. So Mixup has about a minute to try to catch up here, as we do see Sky High trying to get a little cute up there on the red team battlements. Red team not wasting any time. They are pushing right into this. They're gonna like not to go with the Uber, and they are just bullying blue team out of this push right now. But Ninja Nick has that Uber up, and he is gonna pop it again. He's got a little bit of an advantage. Kozin at 89%. Is he gonna be able to survive and get out of there? Right now he's chilling on the backside, the back right, trying to escape. Looks like red team are okay. They didn't lose any bodies, Marxist, and now they have the Uber.
Yeah, and they managed to cap the point, so that's just every little second counts in this sort of a match. so they're going in now hot. Ninja Nick's not going to make it. He was up there on the China area. We got Platinum hiding. Going to go straight on to Ninja Nick. Going to get turned into meat on the point. And Harblue's going to be dead as well. Dave AC trying to do something in the leftover time. And we still have one scout in here, Sky High. I think he's going to bail out. Doesn't want to die late. So we'll probably see Mixup getting ready to come in here. Yep, they're already sort of on the point there.
Enigma once again just bull rushing onto the point, takes down Duwatna for like the third time here as Mixup are getting ready to push in. Like you said, the Ubers are in favor of Kozin, who's got about a 30% advantage. Mixup do not care. They are coming in right onto that point. Red team has about a minute left on that clock. Blue team at 2:11 are trying desperately to get on this point. The red presence is just a little bit too strong. I have my eye on Deadbolt right now, who sees a scout. He's going to meat shot him down. Now he sees Platinum going in for the kill. Platinum goes down. Deadbolt trying to get the medic. He's going to think better of it. Sees a scout in front of him at 59 HP. He's going to clean him up. That is a 2K for him. Sees a scout and a soldier in the backfield. That's Dave AC doing what Dave AC do. You got to clean him up if you want to hold the point here. Got to make sure he's down. Deadbolt on that 3K is able to get him down. So a nice hold from the red team. They have 30 seconds, Marxist, before they take the first round.
Yeah, and Kozin has Uber, so the likelihood of losing this point for Street Hoops is pretty small, and the longer Mixup takes to get this Uber out, the worse it is. So, as long as we don't flash a ton on Kozin's side, this point's gonna have like 5 seconds on it when their Uber's over. He flashed a bunch. So, we actually end up with a 10-second Uber there, and it looks like Mixup's gonna manage to grab this, just barely.
It was all about a body count during that Uber fight. Mixup were able just to target the non-Ubered players on the red side, pick them off, and when the Ubered players on the red side were non-Ubered anymore, they found themselves swimming in the blue. Now they are back in spawn. They have time, like you said. They did manage to take it down all the way to 4 seconds. Mixup on the other side have a minute and 45 to hold here. So red team do have at least 2 Uber pushes to get in here and try to work it and get the point and get the round. As you can see, they're not wasting any time pushing right onto the point. Down goes Paragon, so that's going to hurt them a little bit. We do see there's 2 scouts on the right side. Enigma with 67 HP is going for that health pack. There is a buff scout and soldier. Everybody on the red team is going to pick him. So down goes Enigma. Teams are at even strength. Both down a scout. Red scout is now spawning, but the blue Uber is up and it's trying to get into the red members. Down goes 3 for the red team. Dave AC and Platinum taking down 2. Red team now chilling back in their spawn, are going to have that Uber, so they're just going to wait for their guys to spawn up and they're going to go into full strength.
Yeah, I really like this from Mixup. They decided to get in there with the Uber, and now they've secured for themselves a very far forward hold. So we're going to have a lot of wasted time here from Street Hoops, or they're going to get popped at the door here. Kozin's pretty low, manages to get out. Mixup pulls out. So this Uber is going to come out now. I think that was Dave AC getting it out there at the end. So, and Sky High behind. And Enigma. Harblu coming in for the flank too, more or less. Gonna have everybody but Grape die on 20 LB. Probably gonna see that Grape go now. The downside of this for Mixup is that their spawns are not that good because they hold the point.
The upside is they do have full Uber advantage. They have 100%. Kozin's only at 15%, and that Uber was a little bit of a misstep from the red team. All they had to do is get on the point, bully off the blue team, and just get time on the point with 4 seconds. But we are going to even out the time here as the blue Uber is popped. 2 frags right away from Mixup. Grape is going to get Dave AC. Got my eye on Ash, who's bombing in on the right side. He's got to get on that point. 0 on the clock for the blue team. Overtime, little bit of red sliver left, but it's not going to happen. Mixup have the huge time comeback, and they are going to take the first round.
Yeah, that was a pretty big comeback by Mixup. The forward hold broke the back of the Street Hoops boys there.
Well, I got my eye on Harblu in this middle fight. He sees a Delmat in front of him this time around. He is actually put down to 68 HP before he meets up with his medic, just spamming over the point. You can see the red soldier Ash getting in very aggressive once again. He is on that combo. Now he is in the house for the red team. He is going to go down. Sky High is going to pick him. Let's take a look at Dave AC, who's moving through that tunnel, sees a scout. Dave AC is hurt. Deadbolt is going to clean him up. Now we have Harblu in the backfield of the red team. He's going to get cleaned up too. And there's a blue scout Enigma. The blue player is just scattering, coming in one by one. I don't know how effective of a play that was. It did distract the red team. But in the end, those players went down themselves. Red medic is still alive. Blue medic stayed alive. So you are going to have an Uber versus Uber battle. It's all about bodies now. Who can get their teammates out there and survive the Uber push?
Yeah, with no point going, we're probably going to end up in that unique situation of having like a refight at mid, essentially. Actually, no, we're not, because Ninja Nick still got that Uber, so this is definitely a mix-up point. Unless some sort of disaster occurs. No. Ninja Nick getting a little testy there with the Watna stickies, but everything is okay. Maintain that Uber.
Blue team doing a good job of taking the Uber weapon away from the red team. Red team, though, now they want to do the same to the blue team. They are pushing up. Here comes a big bomb over from Grape onto that blue demo man. Hard Blue is going to eat a rocket and go get that health. He's going to be just fine in that sense. Blue Uber is popped, though. Enigma and Platinum are getting the brunt of it, and they are all over that point. Times on the clock are just about even with the blue team. They are passing red team now at 2:28, and they maintain control of the point. Uber advantage in favor of the red team, though. They need to get bodies, and they need to find some way, Marxist, to crack this forward hold that Mixup is throwing at them.
Yeah, this forward hold right here is going to determine basically the round. Mixup's going to drop Plat there, so they're probably going to yoink and call it a day on this. They've lost Enigma now too. No Uber still yet from Kozen, so not the greatest, but the spawns may come in to help them at the end of this after fight.
Yeah, maybe, but right now the spawns are definitely not in their favor. Of course, they have the points, so they have the long spawns when they lose members. That's going to allow, with those 3 players down on Mix-Up, that allows Street Hoops to come in onto middle point and take it without popping their Uber. So the forward hold actually backfires on Mix-Up, as they weren't playing the spawns the way they should have. But they are all spawned up now. Ninja Nick is at about 95% Uber, so he is going to have it. Both teams are going to be at full charge, so it's going to be another Uber standoff. Mix-Up trying to find some way to push onto the red team, but red team having nice spam. Here comes the blue team, and the blue Uber is popped first. The red team is finally reciprocated, and we have a lot of shiny people on the point. No kills as of yet. Finally, Deadbolt is going to take down Dave AC. Got my eye on Paragon and see what he can do. Sees a demo man. He is just pot-shotting him. Blue team right now massing over on the stairs. Actually, Grape is in on the backfield. He's in on them with 4 HP. He gets shottied out of the air by Platinum. Our blue team's still going to try to push it here. Sky High is messing around in that tunnel area. He's got his medic and soldier trying to push in behind him. Blue team, yeah, now they are getting on the point. Ash getting flown into the air. Platinum's going to air shot him down. ×3 on the point, ×4 on the point. Blue team do cap it, and this will allow them to overstep the Reds' time that they just ticked off. But so far, a close one we have here.
It was a really good feint there, to use a word term. Everybody was looking at the stairs on the right, and Enigma walked right onto the point, and nobody noticed him until he'd meat shot 2 people to death. So, really good flank there from Enigma. We do have Ninja Nick with Uber and the point as well. So this push that Street Hoops is doing is more or less just a distraction play unless Kozen goes down. No, so just trying to get the Uber out of Mix-Up. Mission accomplished. Kozen doesn't die. That's basically the best that you could hope there, unless a bunch more frags come out. It looks like it's just going to be Hard Blue.
Beautiful play from Mix-Up. I'm watching in free fly mode from third point of view, and just to see, as soon as red team got even close, we had everybody who could possibly jump forward on the blue team. So both soldiers and the demo man just flew into the red team, followed by the scouts on the ground. Looked like something out of like a war movie. It was beautiful, and Street Hoops paid for it. Now they're trying to reciprocate a little bit. They're getting back on the point. Mix-Up have ticked down the clock to about 30 seconds, so Street Hoops need to get something going here. They are putting time on the point, and they do have Uber up. Ninja Nick did pop earlier, so he is still trying to get his back. He is at 90%. Red team do cap the point. They stop the time from bleeding in Mix-Up's favor. Now they need to get frags. They are in the position, Marxist, to put a forward hold of their own in play. We haven't really seen them do that yet, so maybe this is the ticket that they need to do in order to get around.
Yeah, the time's not really in their favor, so they need to make sure that this goes and that Mix-Up gets popped nice and early. This is gonna be it right here. So there's McBot. Kozen has to pop his Uber as well. They're kind of bunched up there, getting a little stuck. The fight is still better for Street Hoops because they've killed so many Mix-Up players. So the forward hold at the end of the day ends up being a great success.
Yeah, and that works because Street Hoops didn't lose a player. If they would have lost a player in that, of course, with them having the point, they have the longer spawn, and that would have allowed Mix-Up to bleed players and have the advantage when they push in. But Shoot Hoops didn't lose a single player, so they are still sitting full strength versus full strength. Mixup with a strong push out of the right side, are going hillside. We do see Platinum getting onto the point. He is getting pot shots at 98 HP. Both soldiers for the blue team very, very hurt. Our blue is going to get a shot onto Kozin. Down goes him. So no red medic for the red team. That is huge because we see Ninja Nick has that Uber going up and up and up. He is at 90%. Mixup are going to be able to come in and take that point. Right now, about 10 seconds left on the clock. So if they're going to take that point, Marxist, they have to do it now.
Yep, and that's going to set us with 10, and I don't really think they're going to be able to use an Uber into this push. Kozin could probably get it feasibly before the time runs out, but then you're going to lose the round. So we're going to have to see a real quick force and just hope it turns out for Street Hoops, because it's going to be rough with that mix-up Uber and to try and push into this. It's going to come out early. They're going to frag Kozin and Ash right away, so that's pretty much going to be all the nails in the coffin needed. We're going to get some time on the point, though. Decent plays there from Deadbolt and Paragon. So now we just got to tick this down, and that's going to be the end of the round. So that'll be 2-0 for Mixup.
Yeah, another round that goes to semi-overtime there with some point capture left on the point there for the red team. But again, Mixup just a little bit too strong. They only lost 2 members in that final battle there. 4 remaining were able to secure it. So we are on our way to fight number 3. I'm going to take a look at Platinum this time around. Let's see what he can do over on the soldier position. We have seen that the red soldiers have been bombing very quickly, and actually we see Ash doing it once again. Enigma's going to clean him up. Got my eye on Platinum still. He's waiting. He comes in right now, shoots a rocket onto that demo man, sees an opening, sees a scout's going to put a rocket into him. He's actually bunching up that rocket damage, but he is getting focus fire. Deadbolt's going to clean him up. And down goes all of the mix-up members. It was a complete wipe. Over on the red side, they did lose their medic. Kozin went down. Paragon went down. Red team have capped the point, but they need to get their medic up. Ninja Nick, a little bit of a spawn advantage there. He's going to have about 20%, 15% when it's all said and done. Pretty negligible as far as Uber advantages are concerned.
Yeah, unless something happens to Kozin where he ends up having to take a little break from healing. We do have the sniper coming out now as well in the form of Paragon. No real damage done. They trade Dave away, and Mixup's going to snatch that point. Yeah, at mid there, that was a really good play by Mixup because Ninja Nick went down fairly early in the bomb, so they needed to just kill the medic. It doesn't matter if you wipe at that point. They don't want to give that much time on the point. But right now, Mixup has the initiative and the point.
Yeah, nice strong red push out of the right side are going to enable them to get a pick onto Sky High, so they have the man advantage right now. This is the time for them to go. A lot of blue members bunched up by that tunnel, and they are taking a lot of damage. Finally, the blue Uber is going to be put out. Platinum's got it. He is doing all that he can. I got my eye on him. He put 1 rocket into a soldier, got that shotty out, trying to put shotties into people, but everyone on the red team is going to scatter. The Uber not that effective. Nobody died. Red team do have the initiative. As you said, they have the Uber. They are going to pop it, and it is being chained to about 3 people. We have a soldier in the backfield. DBC with 1 HP is going to get cleaned up by Grape in the end. And the red team are finally going to get the point back as they are sitting with 2:35 on the clock. They need to tick it down. Mixup only got about 30 seconds ahead of them. So this could be some serious time for the red team if they play it right.
Yeah, Red's going to get really aggressive. Mixup was just standing backed into the corner. I don't really know why. They were trying. I guess they were just trying to feel it out and see what happened, and Red totally called it. And basically a disaster occurred, but Kozin dies, I believe, to Enigma. So at the end of the day, a really good heads-up play, but a tragedy occurred.
Yeah, and that's best case, not best case scenario, but that's a good scenario for the blue team. They lost the point, but they were able to keep their medic back and get the opposing team's medic. So now they have the Uber advantage. No, they don't, because Ninja Nick died. So while I was pontificating, down he goes. The blue team don't care. Mixup are strong, and they're getting on the point anyway to stop the clock. We are going to even out at about the time. Kozin 30% advantage. Ninja Nick just spawning. Red team need to try to get this Uber, I believe. They are going to be hard-pressed to do that because Mixup, they do not want to give any leeway on this point. Dave AC, he is coming in, spamming all sorts of deadly things at the red team, but the red team are a little bit too strong. Now we have Sky High Squitter. He's trying to get some scatter damage into the red team. Too many of them, though. They are going to be just fine. Now they're at 70%.
Yeah, so we're gonna see Mixup stick around, though. I don't know how much I like that. Sky High's gonna go down. Platinum's gonna get Paragon. Dave AC going in hot and not gonna get anything out of that. Ninja Nick's gonna go back into the hidey hole on the cliff, and Kozin's gonna have Uber here. No Paragon, take that point. And Hard Blue jumping around behind doing his thing, but he kills himself with a sticky, but gets the force. So at the end of the day, you know, it may not be the most pleasurable way to go, but it got the job done.
He was probably just trying to get the spawn quicker, you know? He was probably just to say, yeah, I got the medic to pop. I'm just going to go ahead and let myself respawn a little bit. That's what I'm going to say he was doing there. But like you said, he did pop the medic, and that is huge. As we do see, the blue Uber is also popped, and it is a bad pop, because it is popped way back in the backfield. Back in the backfield, it was popped, yes. As now the blue team, Uber is gone. They're getting on the point. Times are still just about even. Mix-Up are going to have more time after this fight is done, but the red team with 6 strong and about 20% advantage, they have the opportunity here to buff up and go. We do see Mix-Up are playing that forward hold once again. They have Demo, Scouts over on the hill. Platinum is sitting up on the sniper deck. Grape's going to fly in and get totally demolished by rocket damage. He is down to 4 HP, so this is not good for the red team right off the bat. They lose 3, including their medic. And Mix-Up on the other side lose too, but it's okay because they have their medic, and he is going to have Uber in about 10 seconds.
Yeah, Platt with the classic stainless play there, if you go way back in TF2 history. Popping Cozen up in the air and more or less wall-shotting him to death. And Ninja Nick's going to have that Uber here. So there's really no reason for Mix-Up to give this point. I think they were more or less just baiting Street Hoops onto it. Duwatna's going to go down. That's bad news bears. Cozen, Ash, and Deadbolt also all go down. So that's probably going to seal the deal here.
Yeah, things are just about winding down right now for Street Hoops. They have, maybe if they spawn right now, they have 5 seconds left on 2 of their member spawns, and we have their demo man Duwatna desperately trying to get out there. He's going to be greeted by a scout. Is he going to have time to stand on the point? He does actually touch the point, and he's got that pain train, so it's ×2. Red team are massing on the point, ×5. They actually are going to cap it. They have now a minute to go, and they kill a whole lot of Mix-Up players in the process. So Duwatna going huge, landing on that point like an angel. Saves it for his team. Mix-Up, though, they have zeroed out their clock. It is bottomed out. All Mix-Up has to do is get on it, cap it, and they will take the 3rd round. So right now, Street Hoops do not want to let Mix-Up have any room to do that. They are playing very, very, very aggressive. Ubers are in favor of Street Hoops also. So 20%, 15% advantage they have. They need to make sure they keep it.
Yeah, we're going to lose Paragon down there on the cliffside. Got Ninja Nick coming out strong, right. Going to lose Hard Blue early. That's going to make life kind of tough, but 3 down, 4 down. That's it. Mix-Up's going to grab this one pretty much for sure, yeah. Street Hoops just kind of gave that one away there. They had a nice little forward hold, but it was a little too spread out, and that's going to take us to the half.
96% on that Uber for Cozen. He just needed a second, like a second and a half to get that Uber, and things might have been able to stall just enough to get his members there and to delay the Mix-Up cap. But, like he said, they played a little bit too aggressive on that forward hold. One of the key factors that you need to consider when you are doing that forward hold is when to get out, when to cut your losses and leave, and they didn't do that. They stayed in. Mix-Up put out too much damage, and they lost right away. They lost a scout, and they lost their demo man. They still continued to fight it, and there was no way they were going to win without their demo man. And as a result, they are down 3 rounds to none right now. Mix-Up looking very, very strong, and both our predictions could be incorrect.
Potentially. I yoinked up the stats. I don't know if we have those on stream yet. But just for funsies, I'll point out, you know, the simple things. Duwatna's top damaging, beating Hard Blue by a whopping 4 damage a second, so really strongly outplaying the Mix-Up demo there. And our top fragger for the evening appears to be the world champion former Enigma.
Yeah, we talked a little bit about how this is a strong demo map in the pregame. It's also a really, really strong scout map. Having played as scout, I always loved playing on this map. And I mentioned I love playing on it, don't really like casting on it. One of the reasons why I love playing on it is because there's all that terrain and all that geography for any scout to just jump all around, do all sorts of things. You can stay safe, you can be all cute on those rocks and hide and double jump and just play to your heart's content. So Enigma going strong. And one of the best scouts on this map. I can remember back to his days when he scouted with Carnage. He was one of the best on this map, and still doing it now as we do enter the 4th round, the 4th mid battle, the only point battle, so I guess we'll just call it the point battle here, as I'm going to take a look at Enigma, since we just talked him up. See what he does here at the middle point is... Oh, he's actually going to get sniped in the head. He gets a respawn visit courtesy of Paragon. I got my eye on Paragon now. Let's see if the sniper can change the tide of this battle. Mixup are playing it a little bit safe now that they know that Paragon is sniping. That's going to allow blue team to get ×5 on the point. Still, Paragon is scoped up with that full charge, just looking around, seeing if he can get any more red members to shoot down and have them visit the respawn. But Mixup are a little bit too cautious for that, and they're not going to allow that to happen. But in the meantime, Marxist, blue team did capture.
Yep, we managed to see Street Hoops come off the 2 picks there and grab it. Suicides now from Mixup, it looks like, trying to get things done. Deadbolt's gonna give it to Sky High, but Kozin and Dwatna both down to Enigma. So again, that sort of feint play where look at me, and then everybody looks at whoever that is, and then Enigma just appears out of the shadows and kills your 2 most important players.
Yeah,
so
the damned if you do, damned if you don't situation with the sniper. Really good for getting those picks on unsuspecting players, but as soon as the cat's out of the bag, the other team knows it, they're going to push right into you and be overly aggressive. And as a sniper, if you don't get that headshot, you're really at putting your team at a disadvantage. Like we said, Scout being so maneuverable on his map, they are a big advantage to have. And when you're down to only one of them, not good. Mixup are going to pop their Uber, and both soldiers are going to take down a pair. Platinum's actually going to get a double kill, taking down Deadbolt and Kozin. Dave AC got a frag as well. Platinum on a triple kill is going to take out Great as well. So I got my eye on him. Now he's fighting the sniper. Down to 11 HP is the sniper. He is going to shotty him down. Platinum is down to 60 HP, 66 HP himself. Red team, in the meantime, Mixup team have capped the point, and they have ticked their clock down to about 2 minutes. And they are in control of things. That they are just playing aggressive over on the blue side.
yeah, Sky High and Harblue were in some kind of hiding spot and got caught and killed. So that's pretty much going to cede this point now. Ninja Nick down to a body shot, so gets the job done. 150 damage is just enough, and that'll be an easy cap, and we'll probably get to see some sort of a forward hold. We do lose Grape, and do have a sniper on Street Hoops. Gonna get another kill on Dave AC is Paragon, so holding it down right now on the sniper.
Paragon, as we mentioned, one of the best snipers over in the Highlander, proving it right now over in ESEA-Invite. Sees the medic, tries to get him again, is not able to get it to go. He's gonna headshot the Devil Man though. Oh, and he headshots him again for the the kill. With that double headshot. Nice job from Paragon, locking it down. Sky High now. He's going to switch it over to Sniper 2. So we have some sniper battles. Paragon taking down Ninja Nick. He is going huge. Can we take the camera off him? I don't think so. Because he is just living large right now on Sniper. He's going to headshot the Soldier. Going huge is Paragon, and he's got all the room in the world to do whatever he wants. I love to see this sniper play. Some sniper action. Paragon again taking down Sky High. In the meantime, we have the Street Hoops ticking down their clock. They have surpassed the Mixup time, and Marxist, Mixup need to do something. They need to find a way to kill Paragon if they ever want to recap this point.
Yeah, and we actually have something I really like to see. When you have a sniper in this, a lot of teams want to play passive, but Paragon far up, but Mixup's flying out of the right side. So, and the Uber's gonna be forced almost immediately, so really good play there from Mixup to just bust out of the right side and about as fast as you possibly can.
Yep, and the cape comes off for Paragon because he does finally die, and 3 die now for the Street Hoops. Got my eye on Platinum, who's trying to do a whole bunch of damage into those blue scouts. Deadbolt is going to clean him up, but there are a whole lot of red players on the point, and they are buffed and have a medic with them. They are going to recap it, finally stop the bleeding that the blue team was causing. The time is going to start ticking down in their favor, but we did see the Street Hoops get a whole lot of time off the sniping prowess of Paragon. Here come the bombs from the blue team, trying to get a big bomb onto Ninja Nick. Grape's going to put a rocket into his face, so Ninja Nick's going to visit the respawn, and Paragon is going to take down Harblue with a body shot. Can we click it over to him, see what he can do? He's going to go down to Dave AC, that's what he's going to do, but not before he takes down Harblue. Everybody on the blue side is going to die, but not too bad because they did get the medic and the demo man in the process.
Yep, and unfortunately we're going to have a little bit of advantage there for Ninja. Well, we should have, but it's going to turn out in favor of Koz, and I guess no one was really back there. Nah, there it goes. So I don't think we got crits into play yet either. So that's a small tragedy as we watch our blue team and Street Hoops try to push up in here. Dwatna leading the charge, going to go down right away. Platinum going to go down as well. So that'll that'll make things a little bit harder, but that's going to be it for Street Hoops here and their push. And with time running down, we need the heroics from Paragon, and they're not going to come.
Yeah, and Paragon there hit Ninja Nick for a whole lot of damage. Put him down to 13, actually. He wasn't able to get the full charge off, the full body shot. So Ninja Nick's still alive, was able to collect some health packs, and he's just living it large right now on the middle point. About to have Uber charge.
Crits.
They
crits.
need to go. Yeah, actually, yeah, the
crits.
crits. Oh, and here it is. It is popped. Crits. Platinum is going to take down one. Can he get any others? He is looking around. Time is ticking down. 0 left. A little bit of a sliver of blue left on that midpoint, but there are no blue members in sight. And the Classic Mix-Up are going to take it in classic fashion by a roll on what I would say has to be their favorite map, because they are so dominating every time they play it, and they win the match by a score of 4-0, proving that they are the second seed for a reason.
Yeah, and the obligatory mention of how good they are at this map. But on the bright side for Street Hoops, that some of those rounds went to 10 seconds, so not really that bad considering the Viaduct prowess that they were up against.
Yeah, I was very impressed with the way Street Hoops were able to hold up in some of those fights. Of course, I'm very impressed by Paragon there with his sniping abilities. Always good to see a sniper bring it to the other team, especially an experienced team. Paragon definitely doing a whole lot of damage and some nice sniper headshots, which I love to see. Getting some messages here, maybe an interview. I don't know. Let me go ahead and read that, and we can pontificate.
So I'll talk about statistics for a little bit. We've got our top damager of the match is in Harblue. Not surprising, giving the demo position and Viaduct, but it's 405. That's what we like to call pretty strong as far as performances go. So take that, Harblue naysayers. I guess he's arrived, maybe. And our top fragger, I believe, remains Enigma. Yep, so Enigma getting the top frags, and then my own little pet statistic that I quite enjoy. We've got Ninja Nick with 8 deaths and 15 Ubers, and our good friend Ko's in there with 15 deaths and 10 Ubers. So you can tell with that, all that stat tells you is that Street Hoops had kind of a rough game. When your medic dies that much over your Ubers, it means you're dying after your Ubers, or you're dying a lot at mid, and you're just having a lot of trouble trying to push around things. It's not a knock on Kozin, that's just, that shows the nature of the match.
Well, I was able to secure a interview with Platinum, the awesome pocket soldier from Mixup. I told him to bring whoever he wants to bring, so I guess we're gonna wait and see who he brings on in here. But a very strong match from Mixup, showing that they are a dominating force. They did suffer some defeats at the hands of the first seed Froyotech, but they're still showing that they are in top form when it comes to the rest of the competition. They are wiping the competition, it looks like. They're very, very strong showing from them. So I guess we'll just wait for Platinum to hightail it into here. He's there! What's up, Platinum?
Hey, what's up, man?
Not much, so congratulations on your win.
Thank you. I think
So-
Nick's coming in here, too.
Oh, cool. Alright, so you have a pretty convincing victory over the 4th seed, and I was just talking a little bit about how you seem to be pretty dominating still when it comes to playing LAN contending teams. Like we said, you did drop a few matches to Froyotech, but LAN's a different story. So how good do you guys feel going into LAN? Of course, you guys are veterans to going into LAN. So is it just going to be another trip down to Dallas, or what are you thinking?
Well, we got a surprise come LAN that I won't announce just yet, but I think we're pretty confident. I mean, we all play a lot better on LAN regular season. As soon as we secure LAN, we kind of relax. Just take the season for what it is. Just play it out. I mean, obviously, Froyotech played well in our last match. I mean, we had our game against them. It was pretty close. It was 2-2, and then we had an unlucky drop for lag or whatever, and then they just closed out the game pretty solidly. But I mean, we were hanging with them. So I mean, the regular season's one thing, like you said, LAN's another, and we're always confident going into LAN.
Of course, you guys are also the LAN champions from last LAN, so I would give the advantage to you. Somehow, we do see teams being strong all the way in the regular season, and then once it comes to LAN, Classic Mixup just seems to edge it out just a little bit stronger, hitting those shots a little bit more. You guys really stepping into a different gear come LAN time. So I'm very excited to see what tricks you have up your sleeves. Of course, that's going to start the speculators. Maybe some class changes, maybe some players who haven't played in the season. Can they play on LAN? I don't know. We're going to have to think about it, but we are joined by Harblue. So Harblue, congratulations on your win. Hello, Harblue.
Okay.
Hello. Hello.
Plat, just say the surprise, you dork.
Why? Are we getting casted tomorrow?
I don't know, but no. It's not even a surprise, really.
I like surprises, so I mean,
Plat, don't tease people.
Why not?
Because you're gonna get the stream upset, and then they're gonna send you death threats, and it's just gonna be all bad.
Squid and Nick are here, but I can't move them in.
Don't bring them in anyway.
You gotta let the suspense build on the surprise. Gotta have a TFTV thread made and a bunch of people get really mad at each other first.
well, how about this? If you are, so you're getting casted tomorrow, is the idea to release the surprise tomorrow?
Exactly. How else are we going to build up
All
hype
right.
for the last
All
match
right,
of the
so
season?
all right,
think
so
it
we'll have
is.
some foreplay right now. We'll get everybody's juices flowing, and tomorrow will be the big release. So I guess everyone who's watching, make sure you're watching tomorrow for the big mix-up surprise. Whatever it is, you can start speculating, I guess. But since Harblue, since you're here, congratulations on your win,
Thank you.
Harblue.
What?
Hi. All right, so
Hello.
I haven't really gotten to talk to you much this entire season. I'm not sure how many post-game interviews you've been in, but I, for one, want to hear how you're liking the Demo Man class, how you're liking that change, and how you're finding playing the class.
I mean, I guess I was kind of forced into it because when RR left us, we were kind of like didn't really have any options to look at. And so I've always wanted to play the class, and I used to pug it a ton, and I always enjoyed it. So I, finally gave my chance to play it, and it took a little bit to adjust to playing against invite players as opposed to playing against pugs. But once I got adjusted to having clockwork running at you and other things like that, it's not really different from any other class. It's a little adjusting, but I feel like overall I play it kind of similar to how to play Roamer. I'll normally go for like trades on the medic if I can get an easy one, and I'll try and just do like a lot of damage in lockdown areas. So I think I guess our team in general, we're kind of out of practice, and I know myself personally, I've only had like 10 hours in the past 2 weeks, but come LAN, I know I'm going to be personally playing a lot more. I think the rest of the team is too, so I'd say come LAN, my demo performance should also be quite a bit better than it is now.
All right, so maybe that can dispel... Hello, Squitter. Maybe that'll dispel some theories that you'll be moving off Demo Man then come LAN time.
He's definitely staying on.
If only Plat would switch it. Plat, please, just let me play
No,
Soldier.
you like it.
Oh my, I like Soldier too, but you're just being a bitch.
Don't you want to be the only person to be all, three-class
I
LAN
guess
champion?
So. The trifecta, you're right. I gotta complete it.
That's right, because you are the most LAN winningest person in TF2, correct?
I'm tied with ESEA lands and Banny, but I did win I-46, so I guess that's something.
Yeah, there you go. And to do it on yet another class would be quite a feat. So that's interesting. You'll be staying on Demo Man. A lot of people clamoring Plat for the Plat Demo Man, but I guess we won't see it this season,
Nope.
huh?
Yes.
Okay.
Not happening.
So Marxist, any questions for Skur or anybody?
I'm feeling pretty happy. We got the Harblue demo thing out of the way. We got the suspense build up for the surprise tomorrow.
Okay, so
Squid still
Squitter-
has a really deep voice, so...
Did you guys want a hint about the surprise?
Yes,
Don't
I was
do
actually
it,
going to ask you
Squidward.
if you tell me anything. Any
Just say
what's the
it's
inside scoop?
not Brandon.
Oh, we're on a delay, right? We can cut the stream if Squid spoils it. Alright, well, whatever.
Alright, well, the surprise has something to do with
That's
a
it.
player on our roster.
Would you say a winged angel coming in to carry you guys to victory? Maybe. Possibly.
No.
No comment.
A
Well,
redneck.
we'll find out tomorrow.
It
I guess.
involves a hillbilly, a Billy from the hills.
What?
You know who I'm talking about.
Big carnage.
Yep, the return.
You guys are starting the tabloids over here. There's gonna be no stopping it now.
Who
Whatever
do you
happens.
think Team Fortress TV is on our roster? Carnage.
I didn't even know there was somebody called TFTV on your roster.
Destroyed Plat.
But I'm looking at it now, and I do see it. So, okay, so there is a sleeper agent on the Mixup roster called Team Fortress TV. That's correct. And I guess the big reveal will be tomorrow, who that person is.
Yep.
All right, so Marxist, if you don't have any other questions.
Nope.
All right, so I guess we'll tell you guys to stay tuned. This to be continued. We will find out tomorrow the big reveal. Who is Team Fortress TV on the Mixup roster, the second seed going into LAN? I'd like to congratulate the Mixup members once again for winning their first match of the week on Viaduct, putting themselves safely in second. They were never in doubt. But for our cameraman Dash, for my co-caster Marxist, for everybody watching, I'd like to say thank you. Make sure you tune in again tomorrow. I am Bloodsire, and I will see you later, guys. Thanks for joining. Goodbye.